Hello and welcome back, everybody. DL here, well, as you can see here, graphics look nice. They're updated for second anniversary, and tomorrow is the massive maintenance update. But what we have received today, I was surprised at. All right, I did not expect us to even get this information. So what we have here is regarding changes to the weapon and crafting systems, as well as Wymprint system as well. We have now received full details on what this update will entail of for that update. So more or less, while I was browsing around on Twitter, I saw that, well, a couple people were confused on some things. So more or less, I'll be reading everything, going in depth, and will more or less saying some things about them, right? So hopefully this video will make you digest this update a little bit easier. And yeah, so on that note, let us get started. So feel free to subscribe, because well, tomorrow is also the digest. So I will be reacting to that and uploading it on YouTube. But I'll be streaming it on Twitch, so feel free to also check out the links in the description as well, where you also find my Twitter and my Discord server as well. So let us start. So we also know that weapons and craftings will undergo major changes in the next update. All right, the next update will reduce the number of weapons that players have to manage and make the process of crafting weapons easier to understand. Very nice, alright? So, in version 1.23.1 and earlier, players could choose weapon to craft from various groups available, unbounded fully, and then enhance it. In the next update, and beyond, the craft and enhance tabs will be removed and be replaced by the weapon/crafting tab, from which players will select and craft a weapon from various groups. In which, well, if we move down a little further, we can see here that it's weapons and crafting, and now it is organized per series. So now we have core weapons, we have void weapons, chimera weapons, high dragon weapons, so on and so forth. And well, also we can just outright pick a weapon and craft it with the same materials. And well, also it looks like that they have done lots of improvements, and it looks very different, and it even looks like it has a mana circle, in which I will get to that in a very short bit. So where was I? Yes, I was right here. So a new feature called the weapon bonus will be added that can be unlocked by upgrading your collection of weapons. So pretty much now this is saying you need to have a large collection of weapons in order to get a bigger boost. Alright? Because, well, this weapon bonus, it seriously can affect how your characters perform, alright? Alright, I think the best way I can compare this to is if you have played Grand Cross, the more CP you had in your box, the bigger HP buff you had. If I remember that correctly, Grand Cross nerds, feel free to correct me on that. I feel like this will be very similar. The more weapons you have and or worked up, you will get more stats for your adventurers falling under that element or weapon type, possibly. So yes, that is very nice. So in the next update, abilities, including those attached to individual weapons, will be consolidated into generalized weapon abilities whose effects apply to all weapons of a particular type once they are unlocked. So for example, High Dragon Tier 1 weapons. They have High Dragon Bane. We can take that and equip it to an Aito weapon. Let that sink in. Oh my god, that's nuts. And also, this would also mean that earlier Bane weapons, like Undead Bane, Thalian Bane, those can actually have use now, as long as we know what enemy type the boss is. Because then that's just an outright damage multiplier as well. So that will be very, very useful, actually. So other changes that include the ability to equip Wymprints to your weapons. So pretty much now you no longer equip Wymprints to your prints. They're now on the weapons. But however, I don't know whether or not they stay on the weapon. Then you can just equip the weapon on multiple people. That I don't know, but I'm assuming that is how it works. Alright. So now the way you use and upgrade weapons is changing. The following is a list of the main changes. So pretty much all this right here. So let's go over it. In earlier versions, weapon stats, HP, and strength were upgraded by leveling it up. In the next update and beyond, this will be accomplished by unlocking nodes. That's why it looks like a mana circle. In the next update and beyond, this will be accomplished by unlocking nodes with the materials, probably mana, because they probably know we're sitting on 50 million mana at this point. More than likely. Only one of any particular weapon can be crafted, but by unlocking additional copies of the weapon, it can be equipped on multiple members of a team. So we'll pretty much, instead of just having 4 icons of a weapon, it's now just all in one pretty much. You can still have multiple copies, but yet you'll just need to know that, hey, I have 2 of this weapon, I can equip 2 of them, pretty much. So slots will be added to weapons, and up to 5 Wymprints can be equipped to each weapon. But however, Wymprints will be changed to typically have 1 ability per Wymprint. This will be further talked upon in the Wymprint section. But however, this is huge because well, even though they are reduced to 1 ability, you're still gaining an extra ability because you're equipping 5. You're still gaining 1 more ability, which is still nuts in team compositions. That is nuts, alright? So yes, this is about to get good. So the weapon bonus will grant an increasing benefit to the HP and strength provided by certain types of weapons as players craft and upgrade more of them. Yep, you want a big collection, you get a bigger boost. So yes, finally, my collection's about to come in handy. My collection's about to come in handy. So certain weapon abilities, such as the Bane abilities found in weapons from Void Battles and Advanced Dragon Trials, will apply to all weapons of a certain type once unlocked. So yes, that is very, very nice. I did talk about that a little earlier as well. So yeah, definitely make sure you get the Banes. Now, definitely make sure you get them. So now some like notes, alright? So crafting group, so 1 of each weapon type from each of the following can be crafted, in which, well, core weapons will now be 3-star, 4-star, 5-star non-elemental, and 5-star weapon. So then void weapons will be 5-star of each, Chimera 5-star of each, High Dragon 5-star of each, Naito 6-star of each. So yeah, you can probably tell here 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, then all the elements. Much easier to do. Much easier. And each weapon can only be crafted once, but a weapon can be upgraded as described later in this notification to increase the number of them that the team members can wield. In the next update, certain existing weapons will be removed and can no longer be crafted. So do keep that in mind. And weapon skins of certain existing weapons that are removed in the next update can be obtained by upgrading weapons from each group. So okay though. So pretty much they're not getting rid of the like limited, well, quote unquote limited weapon skins. You can still get them, you just need to work up other weapons. So yeah. So that's nice at least, because I can tell people would get pretty mad at that in of itself. So now weapon progression. Craftable weapons will be unlocked in the following order: 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, then 5-star elements. So now requirements for upgrading. Okay, so this is now saying the smithy requirements. Just so I'm correct, they are upping it a lot. So now you need a pretty high smithy level. So pretty much, 5-star non-elemental is smithy level 5+. 5-star elements are smithy 6+, and you need the 5-star non-elemental weapon fully upgraded. Void weapons, you need a non-elemental core weapon and smithy level 7. A Chimera, same thing, but smithy level 8. High Dragons of non-elemental void weapon matching, and smithy. So wait, you no longer need elemental core weapons for high dragons. That's nice. But however, for Agitos, you need 5-star non-elemental chimera and smithy level 8. So okay. So yeah, though you still do need the chimera and you still do need the. So okay, so I think Agitos became a little easier because by now you should easily get to this point, no problems. At this point you should have a lot of the materials to just craft this, be done. But then from there you then have this requirement on the Agito, so that should be fine. A fully upgraded weapon is one that has its stat and functionality upgrade nodes fully unlocked, as described on later. So now other weapons, the following weapons may be equipped and upgraded if the player possesses them. Mega Man stuff, the paddle from New Year's, and I forget what this one is, but okay. So the following weapons may only be equipped and will not be displayed under the other handling. Battle worn stuff. I don't know what those fall under. I don't know if that's collab or limited. I don't know. So now, upgrading weapons. So improving weapon stats. In the next update, weapon stats will be upgraded by spending whetstones to unlock HP and strength nodes. Unbinding and refining a weapon, as described below, will be necessary to upgrade these stats to their maximum values. So yes, now we have abilities, we have slots, and we have HP and strength up to 70. So pretty much now Wymprints have a mana 70, 8 unbinds, then refinement. So unbinding a weapon, unlock a weapon's unbinding nodes to increase the maximum number of times that's HP and strength nodes can be unlocked. In the next update, unbinding them will be performed by spending materials instead. Steel bricks, mustang, and adamantite ingots, which are the 6 stars, may continue to be used to unbind weapons. So that is nice. In which will also, when it comes to unbinding weapons, it still does cost of the same materials, same gold, so that part has not changed. It now just looks more streamlined. That's about it. So weapons with a weapon skill can be unbound to a certain stage to level up that weapon skill. That's nice, because that has not happened. In addition, certain weapons will unlock weapon skins when unbound. So that is nice. So refining, unlock a weapon's refinement nodes to increase the maximum number of times the weapon can be unbound. Refining a weapon requires materials, and a weapon's skills and abilities may change after refinement. So that's interesting. I don't think we've had refinement. It might be for the tier 2s and beyond. Say, for example, you craft Agito tier 1, refine it. Maybe. We'll have to figure that out. Now, augmenting. This was a big question. Weapons may no longer be upgraded with augments. Fortifying jewels will be removed. So, pretty much I'm going to refund mine immediately. Note, because weapons may no longer be improved with augments, we will not be adding amplified jewels, previously announced for a future update. So are they just going to get rid of these augments completely? And also, what about the dragon augments now? Will they push out dragon augments now, then weapon augments later, and they're just going to tweak the weapon system? Is that what they're doing? So that's definitely something interesting. So yes, now we have weapon functionality. Copies of weapons. Only one of each weapon may be obtained. By unlocking the weapon's copies, team members may equip up to 4 of the same weapon. So it says here you can have up to 4 copies. Just use the appropriate mats, and there you go. So, and do note, weapon storage is being removed. Certain weapons must be unbound to a certain level before their copies can be unlocked. If a player obtains a weapon that they already have, it will be converted into mats or other items. This is nice because well, one, we no longer have to deal with a box space anymore, and it's automatically converted, which is amazing. So, weapon slots now. Each weapon will contain a certain amount of slots, as we can see right here. And it looks like we do upgrade it from, well, at least, for example, fire. We need Void Zephyr stuff. So that's nice. And also more orbs. Cool. So in the next update and beyond, Wymprints will be equipped to weapons instead and can be equipped in a number equal to the number of slots in the weapon. And well, that's how to explain through this. The number of slots a weapon has will vary from weapon to weapon, and slots can be added to a weapon until it has 5, allowing it to equip 5 Wymprints. Slots come in 2 types: slots for 5-star Wymprints, up to 3 per weapon, in which, well, in this example here, it will be the gold ones, and 2, 3, or 4-star Wymprints are the lesser ones, and it's up to 2. So pretty much 3 5-stars and 2 4-stars, in which it does say that a little bit later. But yes, that is actually really cool, because we'll also remember, once again, Wymprints are being nerfed down to 1. So yes. So now Wymprint weapon bonuses. God damn it. Weapon bonuses. By unlocking the weapon bonus for elemental weapons for each group, players can boost their adventurer stats depending on the level of depending on the type of weapon that they wield. These boosts are reflected in the castle information screen. Weapon bonuses for certain Agito weapons will be added in the future. So Agitos are not quite yet, so Agitos will not be affected by the weapon bonus, but however, Core, Void, High Dragons, those will be affected accordingly, which is pretty damn cool. So now weapon abilities. Individual weapon. Oh no, let's just move on. In the next update and beyond, these same individual abilities can be made available as generalized weapon abilities by upgrading certain weapons. The weapon abilities that are available to a particular weapon will depend on the weapon's type, and these abilities will take effect regardless of what weapon an adventurer has equipped, as long as the adventurer's weapon type and element match that of the ability. So, okay, so pretty much these are always active. So that's actually pretty freaking nuts. That's actually nuts, if I remember correctly. Therefore, you'll no longer to equip a specific weapon with an ability tailored for a particular enemy in order to benefit from it, as long as you have previously unlocked that weapon ability for the weapon type that you are using. So I can see this coming in most handy for Void Agni, actually, because everyone hates Void Agni. He's just a bitch. Because you needed his Void weapons and they were just weak. Now, you just have their abilities, and you can still use Agitos or even High Dragon weapons. That's nuts. Certain weapons will unlock weapon skins after they're unlocked, so the list of weapon abilities that you have unlocked can be viewed in-game. So yeah, just like this. So now, other changes, weapon-related endeavors. I'm not going to, pretty much normal endeavors, campaign, role regimen, and event compendium. They are being altered a little bit, and the tutorial as well. So yeah. That's it for weapons. Hopefully I understood them well enough for you guys. But now we move on to Wymprints, and I need to leave for work soon, so I'm just going to go through this a little bit quicker, at least. Google gestures items from purchasable lines affected system changes. I still don't know how these work exactly, just to be dead honest. So changes will Wymprint functionality, upgrades, Wymprint's available in the IO treasure trade and the treasure trade, and Wymprint related endeavors. The endeavors I think are going to be the same thing, to be honest. So now availability. In the next update, each Wymprint will typically have 1 ability, not including Wymprints with event perks, which may have 2. So pretty much, as well we can see down here, Avant Crown is changing to just a skill damage print, and Sisters of the Anvil is now just a strength double buff instead of having stun res. So yeah, that is definitely an interesting change. So yeah, pretty much Avant Crown is now going to be fucking nerfed beyond all belief. But however, right now, as we can see down here, first of all, Euden seems to have a different art style, which is very interesting. And second, we now just have the weapon, dragon, and the share skills. And well, if we were to go to the weapon, we can see all the prints in here. So the number and rarity of prints can be equipped depends on a particular weapon, depends on the number of slots each weapon has. Each weapon may equip up to 3 5-star prints and up to 2 3, or 4-star Wymprints. So pretty much, Just do a 3 5-star and 2 4-star, and you're running optimal, in short. That's about it. And yes, we can see the affinity bonus right here. This I will get to very, very shortly. Alright, so don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. So, copies in the next update and beyond. Additional copies to equip to members of a team can be unlocked by upgrading an individual Wymprint. Up to 4 copies of a Wymprint may be unlocked by spending L water, excluding certain prints. A Wymprint cannot be equipped on more than one member of a team unless one or more of its copies are unlocked. So if player obtains a Wymprint that they already have, it will be converted into L water and rupees. So yes, once again, it will be auto-converted. So affinity bonuses. Certain Wymprints will have an affinity. There are 11 affinities in total. I said turtle. So, and equipping multiple Wymprints with the same affinity will activate an affinity bonus, providing various ability effects. So as we can see down here, Ayuden, once when he gets his affinity, which is called Crown's Boon, he gets an additional skill damage 10%, in which will also ability effects provided by an affinity bonus will stack with abilities effects provided by Wyrmprints, but do not share limits. So let's say, for example, Shining Overlord keeps its sword skill damage 40%. Let's just say, for example, here, okay? So with that 40%, if you also get Crown's Boon, the skill damage will still be added. So therefore, you have even more. You have more than 40%. You have 50% skill damage, which is nuts. All right, this is nuts. So for details on the number of affinities to activate an affinity bonus and the effects that affinity bonuses provide, please check the all affinity bonus section of Wymprint section screen, accessible when editing in-game teams. So yeah, that will be later. So now upgrades have also been changed, very similar as well, but augments especially are different. But however, let's just go over everything. In the next update and beyond, the HP and strength stats will be upgraded by unlocking HP and strength nodes. I just woke up, I'm sorry. Unbinding Wymprint will be necessary to upgrade these stats to the maximum values. Unbinding, unlock a weapon's unbind nodes to increase the maximum number of times that its HP and strength nodes can be unlocked. Since only one of each Wymprint may be obtained in the next update and beyond, unbinding them will be performed by spending L water. We already said that. A Wymprint's ability effects will be upgraded based on the number of times it can be unbound. The Vestige Refresh effect that alters a Wymprint's art will continue to unlock after the second stage of unbinding, and silver keys and gold keys may continue to be used as well, which is very nice. Now, augments are different. So, in the next update and beyond, these stats may only be augmented to 50 each. So, pretty much they nerfed augments. They have nerfed augments, which is But however, also augment items used in early versions will be returned to affected players when goodwill gestures for these changes are provided. So yes, we get all of our augments back. So honestly, that's fine. But well, actually, wait. Now that I think about it, because now we have 5 Wymprints, augments are not that nerfed actually. If anything, they're buffed. Because well, before 100. Prints 200, 200, you have plus 400. Alright? So now we have 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. So we now have 500 augments. So that means total, a character can hit plus 700 in augments. Which is crazy. So yeah, actually, yeah, augments were not nerfed. Never mind. Alright, so this is a kicker right here, right? This is a big, big kicker. So Wymprints available in the Imperial Onslaught Treasure Trade and Treasure Trade for Wymprints. Trades will be limited to a maximum of 1 of each Wymprint, and players who already have 1 of a Wymprint will not be able to trade for it. This nerfs Eldwater farming. Alright, because the Imperial Onslaught, that is where you can get the 4-star prints for the dragons. The 4-star dragon prints. What we used to do was you pretty much farmed on double or even the rare triple drops for those mats just exchange all of them for one type of Wymprint and just sell it for Eldwater. About 50 prints was about 5k Eldwater, and multiply that by like 5, you're getting a 4-star to a 5-star. So now this is nerfed to where you can no longer mass trade for them, which is pretty damn nuts. All right, so that's an oof right there. That's a big oof. And I will also these will now require Eldwater to fully unbind. Oh no, these will not require Eldwater to fully unbind. It will still just be through mats. So yeah, that is fine. And players may already have the fully unbound prints, so the same holds true for all the others as well. So yeah. And now for the endeavors, obviously same thing. Normal, Royal Regiment, and compendiums will be adjusted accordingly. And other changes of tutorial, ascent tutorial, and Wymprint slots received as main character clear words will be replaced by dragon slots and augment items, which is pretty cool. So other than that, that is everything. That is absolutely everything we now know on the new changes. So yeah, hopefully you guys are excited for these new changes, because I am very excited myself. And tomorrow will be the digest, so hopefully we have some fun time over there. So until tomorrow, please join the Discord, follow on my Twitch. I will be streaming the digest live, then seeing the update personally immediately after. So I highly recommend that you join the Discord, you join my Twitch channel. That way you guys can stay up to date and we can all have this experience together. So now I will see you all tomorrow where I lose my sanity. See ya.